All right, everybody. So today we are going to revise algebra, and we got the idea that algebra is technically topic number two in our O levels and IGCSE syllabus, and it is approximately 17 to 18 subtopics. It is technically the language of maths, and as we the way and the way I'm talking in English, so English is also a language. So math is also having a language, and that language is technically the algebra. Algebra is technically you just simply replace words with letters to make expressions and apply math skills, apply mathematical math operations, and you just simply apply mathematical operations on these expressions to solve real life world problems. Now, technically, most of us, we know algebra, but we don't know the terminologies because we are using algebra on daily basis. So, like for example, if I go to a particular shop and I got the idea that okay, the price of the one juice is, for example, $1, agree, and I'm buying 12 juices, so I technically will be giving $12 to the shopkeeper. That is what technically algebra is. Like for example, the cost of one juice it is equals to 12. So the cost of 12 would be 12 10 juices will be technically 12 times 10. So the answer would be $120, something like that. So we are doing algebra on daily basis. हम regular basis पे algebra को इस्तेमाल कर रहे होते हैं, लेकिन we don't know that whether we know the algebra or not. ठीक है, हमें ये चीज़ का idea नहीं होता. Okay, now just simply understand this thing that it is the language of maths, and we will be replacing words with letters, and we will be making expressions, and we will be applying math skills on those particular expressions to solve real life world problems. Now, remember one thing, in algebra chapter, you will be seeing some keywords, and the keywords in this particular chapter would be the first keyword is simplify, second keyword is factorize, third keyword is substitute, the fourth keyword is calculate, the fifth keyword would be expand, the sixth keyword would be solve. The seventh keyword of this particular chapter is sketch. The eighth keyword of this particular chapter would be workout. And the ninth keyword of this particular chapter would be rearrange, rearrange, or subject making, subject making, subject making. So I wrote this subject making just for the clear understanding that you might get that kind of a thingy as well. So rearrange or subject making. Okay. So you need to understand this, that how you are gonna ace algebraic chapter. Now remember one thing. In math, we have expressions, and some expressions are linear expressions, and some expressions are quadratic, and some expressions are cubic expressions. How they are used and how we can easily ace them, that's the point. That is the reason you need to understand the first concept, which is substitution first. And before going to that, I'm going to explain you the polynomial of degree 1, degree 2, and degree 3. Now, guys, please pay attention. In math, you will be having expressions. So expressions will be either linear. Expressions will be either linear expressions. The first type of expression is the linear expression, linear expression. If you are not writing, I will share the PDF of these notes after the class. So linear expression means the power of the variable would be x. Power of variable would be x. I know that we have a lot of definitions related to linear expressions, but I will try my level best to make it easy for all of you. The power of variable would be variable, for example, x would be 1, would be 1. For example, I want to make a linear expression here. So linear expression is, let's suppose, 5x plus 1. So yes, this is linear expression because the power of x is 1. So what is the linear? If you have linear expression, so you definitely have linear equation. Now, in the difference between the equation and the expression is the sign of equals to. Like for example, it would be 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Now this is your linear equation. If you do not have equals to in a question, do not write it yourself. This is very much important. Okay. The third thing you will need to understand is the quadratic expression. Quadratic expression. So quadratic expression, so the power of variable x, power of the variable x or y जो भी है would be 2. For example, let me write this as 5x square plus 1. Yeah, this is a quadratic equation. 5x expression 5x square plus 3x minus 7. This is a quadratic expression. 5x square negative 3. This is a quadratic expression because it's power 2. So these are technically three examples for the quadratic expressions because they are technically what? They are technically of power 2. Now, for example, you need to understand one thing. As I told you that this is quadratic expression, so you need to understand this thingy as well, that if this is quadratic expression, so you might be having that kind of a scenario in your brain. So just give me a second. All right, so this is quadratic expression. So now it's time to understand what is quadratic equation. So definitely quadratic equation will have technically what? Quadratic equation will have technically nothing more than that, just equal to something. There will be an equal to sign. 5x squared plus 3x negative 7 equals 2. 5x squared negative 3 is equals to 10. Let's suppose you can have anything on the other side of the equal to. It can be 0, it can be 1, 2, 3, whatever that is. So that would be your quadratic expression. Now here comes the last one and the tricky one, but it's not that much tricky. So this is technically our equation number 5, and that our equation number 5 is technically our the last one in the O levels and IGCSE syllabus. It is cubic expressions. Cubic expressions. But I'm just writing it more simple, just to give you an idea that how things are gonna work in our classes. So power of variable xy would be 3. So that would be your cubic expression. So now you just can see that one thing very clearly said if the power of the variable would be 3 now, so that would be something like 3x cube plus 3, 4x cube plus 2, 4x cube, 4x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 5, 4x cube minus 3 x cube. All of them, they are what? They are technically cubic expressions. What you can say is that I do have a quadratic expression inside the cubic. So definitely in a cubic expression, you will be having a quadratic. In a quadratic expression, you will be having a linear. And in a cubic expression, you will be having a quadratic and you will be having a linear, and you might not be having these two. Because in the last one, you have only cubic, no linear. In this one, you have only cubic, and in this one, you have cubic, quadratic, and linear all at the same time. Now, if you understand the concept of cubic expression, let me write the formats for you. So cubic expression format in math is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. This is not important. You have all the time you have four terms in a cubic expression. Remember one thing, you sometimes you have this one, sometimes you have these two, then you have these two, these three, sometimes you have all of them, sometimes you have these two and the third one, sometimes you have these two and the third one, sometimes you have this one, third one, and the fourth one. So it is not necessary in a cubic equation or expression to have all the terms in order. Agree? Okay, so that's what cubic expression is. So in the last, we got the idea that cubic equation would be technically something equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, but that should be a cubic equation expression. Okay, so it's cubic equation. So cubic equation would be in front of you, like for example, 3x cubed plus 3 equals 0. Like for example, 4x cubed plus 2x squared equals to 5. So there should be an equals to in a equation. So you can see one thing that I explained in detail, that there are three types of polynomials included in O levels and IGCSE syllabus, and that is linear equation, quadratic equation, and a cubic equation. Linear power of x would be 1, quadratic power of x would be 2, cubic power of x would be 3. Now, before proceeding to the next part of this algebra, I would ask all of you in a chat box. You can tell me in a chat box that all of you can hear me loud and clear and all of you can see my screen. Yes? Just say a yes in a chat box, or you can easily thumbs up as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys, proceeding with the further topic. So first of all, you need to understand that what is simplification. Thank you so much, everyone, for all these thumbs ups. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, you can see one thing that the first word we studied today was a simplification, and this question is usually in the examination for in a non-calculator papers especially, you get a question like this, and it says that simplification. So simplification means technically arranging the like terms, arrangement of like terms. Agree? Arrangement of like terms, and I will be doing only one question on that, so please pardon me. For example, it's 5x minus 3y plus 3x minus 7y. You can see that this question requires what? This question requires your simplification, and this question can come in Cambridge examination for 1 mark only. It's a 1 marker question. So just arrange the like terms. So you have to just arrange the like terms. Like for example, you have bananas and you have mangoes. So you can add banana with a banana, but you cannot add mango with a banana. You have to tell that it's banana and mangoes. So like it is like bananas and mangoes. So I can easily simplify this. Some students, they do have a habit of writing equals to every time. So do not write equals to. That's a very typical mistake in math paper. Okay. Do not write equals to. Although you can make an arrow like this, just to tell the examiner that this is my step. So let me arrange the like terms: 5x plus 3x minus 3y and minus 7y. Okay, so there is a typical mistake in papers I see usually as an examiner of Cambridge. I see that 5x plus 3x. So they whenever you just move 3x to the left side with the 5x, you just change the sign. No need to change the sign. It is not an equals to that you are changing the signs over here. So you're just shifting of the variable. Minus 7 was attached with minus 7, so I wrote minus 7y. Minus 3 was y was there. I just changed the position from second to third term, and I took minus along with that. Okay. Now I can easily do that. 5x plus 3x is 8x, and minus 3 minus 7 is my negative 10y. So this is what a simplification is. Nothing more than that. The most common question I get in the paper from students, sir, can I take two common here? So the answer is no, you cannot take. Okay, it is just simplification, nothing more than that. Understood? Don't take two common. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, that's good. Okay, then we need to understand that what is the meaning of factorization and how factorization is involved in your algebraic questions. Like for example, you need to understand about the factorization. So guys, factorization is technically the reverse of expansion. And what is expansion? We will study that in details. Don't you worry about that. You can see one thing, that factorization is technically making factors. And in general term, simplifying questions. Nothing more than that. You just easily, like for example, sometimes we have a problem in life. So we just simplify that problem by making factors of it, and we see that problems from a different angle. So whenever you have a problem from different scenarios, so you can see that from different scenarios. So factorization, so we have technically the method number one for the factorization is to take common out. Take common out. The second method of the factorization is completing square. No, it's a midterm break. It's a midterm split. Midterm split. Some books they call it as midterm break, and some books they call it as product and sum rule, and the third is by completing square method, square method. Now we need to understand this that by factorization, the examiner is telling you to just understand the different scenarios of the questions. Like for example, this is very much important for you as a student in maths that you just simply ace it. Like for example, just let me go to the all of you must be having like for example in with you the booklets of MS booklets, because MS booklets they are very much popular in Pakistan. So like for example, let me open a booklet and let me tell you with the help of booklet that how can you easily ace it. And just see one thing that let me okay, I can do one more thing as well, like for example just to give you an idea that how can you create a wonderful worksheet for yourself related to mathematics. So just simply go to your Safari or like for example if you do not have Safari, it's Google. So just write acing your exams. Okay, I wrote acing your exams here. Okay, now just see it's Cambridge IGCSE by default selected. I'm just changing it to the mathematics and I'm just writing here the word factorize. Let me write a word factorize. Okay, nothing more than that. And let me search it. So when I searched it, so it gave me 73 questions found in the past papers came with the word factorization. Let me select all. I selected all of them and I compiled a revision worksheet. I clicked on it and see the revision worksheet is right in front of you in few seconds. And you will see that it depends on your internet connection. See, I got the worksheet here. So let me just send this worksheet to the good notes which we were using, and let me just open that over there, and we will get the worksheet in here as well. The class is in recording process, so if you do not get the idea that how I made the worksheet, you can watch the recording later onwards. Just see that the first question is saying that simplify me. Okay, so just see that it's simplification. It's 5g minus 3h negative 7g plus 6h. So just rearrange the question. It would be 5g minus 7g minus 3h plus 6h. 5 minus 7 is minus 2g, minus 3h plus 6h is plus 3h, sign of the greater value. So minus 2g plus 3h is your final answer. You can write it as 3h minus 2g as well. It doesn't matter and it will not bother your calculations and your solution for the technical terms. Agree everybody or not? Now they say that J is equals to 4K plus 7M, and see you have the value of K and M available in this question. All you need to just plug in this particular equation. So J is equals to 4 times K negative 5 plus 7 times M, which is 6. So be careful. So negative 20 plus 6 sevens are 42. So J is equals to negative 20 plus 42, plus minus is minus and the sign of the greater value. So plus will come. 42 minus 20 is 22. So the value of J is 22. Now, proceeding with the question, it says that factorize me completely. And the first method we studied was take common out. And you can see that something is common between this particular term and that term is 14 and 49x. So I can see that 7 is common because they both come in table 7. Do you guys agree with me or not? Yes? So they both come in 7 table. Let me take 7 table first common. Okay. 7 sevens are 49. So that's 7x. Now I can see one thing. I have another thing common. If you took only one common, you will get 1 mark. See, the question will be having 2 marks. And yes, it is having a 2 mark question. Let's take x out as well. So 7 is out. X is also out. So this 2x cube will become 2x square and 7 will be all alone because that 1x with the 7, it went out the bracket. So 7x bracket 2x square plus 7. Understood everybody or not? Yes? Okay. Now the third part D you can see is of the solution. And by solving the word, you mean that find unknown. Unknown. Find unknown. So first of all, you can see that 8 multiplying with the bracket is equals to 108. I can take this 8 to the right side by dividing it. So I can write the question 8 times 3t minus 9 is equals to 108. I'm interested to take this 8 outside on the other side of equation. I don't want to multiply this with a bracket. I don't want to complicate my question. That's what simple language is. So I am dividing by 8 on both sides. So let me divide 8 on both sides. So this will cancel the left side 8, but 8 will be there on the right side. So that would be 3t. Okay, let me change the color. Give me a second. Okay. 3t negative 9 is equals to 108 divided by 8. Okay? Don't be in a hurry. Okay? Don't solve questions in a hurry. 108 and 8 both are even numbers, so let's just halve them. Do not divide them by 8 or 4. Don't be in a hurry. So it is 3t negative 9 is equals to 54 divided by 4. I know that 54 by 4 is technically again an even number. Let me half it again. So 3t minus 9, half of 54 is 27, and half of 4 is technically 2. Now I want to find out the value of t. So 27 divided by 2 is technically 13, 13.5. I don't want to complicate my question by making it to the decimal. So I can send I can send this to this left side, and it will be multiplied over here. So I can multiply 2 times 3t negative 9 equals 27. Now let me expand this. 2 3s are 60 minus 18 is equal to 27. Now it's time to isolate t and find the value. Negative 18 will go to the right side and it will be positive. So 60 is equal to 27 plus 18. Okay, 27 plus 18. Let's do mental maths. Let's add 20 and 10 plus. 20 plus 10 is 30. Keep that in your brain. 7 plus 18 is 15. So 30 plus 15 is 45. So 60 is equals to 45. Now it's time to divide this by 6. So t is equals to 45 divided by 6. So 45 divided by 6, they both are the members of table 3. Why? Because 6 is the multiple of table 3, that's what we know. But 4 plus 5 is 9. If you add a digit and that result is comes in a multiple in a table 3. So that number is divisible by table 3. That's the hint and how you can cancel out a number in with the table 3. 45 is the member of table 3. Why? Because 4 plus 5 is 9 and 9 is the member of table 3. Yes. So 3 times 15 is 45 and 3 twos are 6 and half of 15 is technically 7.5. And guys, you can see one thing. I did some mental math, nothing more than that. Although I took a lot of steps here just to give you an idea that you do not get stuck in a question like this. So that is 3 marker question, and we gave more working than it deserved. Agree or not, everybody? Agree? Yes. Okay, proceeding. Look at part E. Part E says that find the value of, and you must be aware about the concept of indices. And indices is technically dealing with powers, nothing more than that. Now you just see one thing. I can see that this is division rule, but I don't want to complicate myself. So I can write this question as 9 power 24 divided by 9w is equals to 9 power 5. Any problem, G? Now, I don't want to complicate myself. Let's suppose if you do not understand indices, so how you should be trying your level best. I can replace 9 power 5 and 9w like this. Yes or no? They both can change their places like this. I know that in the numerator I have 24 nines and in the denominator I have 5 nines. You can do cutting as well. I know you know this 24 minus 5, 19 will come. But in indices, you know that when the bases are same, you just subtract upper minus lower. That's it. So 24 minus 5 is technically 19. So 9 power 19 is equals to 9 power w. So guys, you can see one thing that the left hand side, it is equal to the right hand side. Why? Because both of them, they are having the same base, which is 9, and the power of 9 power in on left side it is 19 written, on the right side it is w. So it means that w is equals to this 19 thingy. So w is equals to 19. Understood everybody or not? Yes. Yep. Got it. Okay. Now they say that 4x square is equals to 256. Nothing is written. It means that find this idiotic x. So let's divide this by 4. So x square is equals to 256 divided by 4. I got the idea that 256 divided by 4 is an even number. I can half it. So we know that x square is equals to half of 256 is 128 and half of 4 is 2. So I know that 128 again is a even number. So x square is equals to 64. So the half of 128 is 64. Now let me take a square root on both sides. Okay, I can take one more thing here. I know that x square and 64 can be written as 8 square. Yes or no? The way I told you that the powers are equal, so bases will be same. So if the bases are same, so the powers will be equal. Now that's very much obvious. So it means that x is equals to 8. Yep. So x is equals to 8. Get it, everybody, or not? Yes. Good job. Proceeding. Okay. See, I told you that it's a real life math problem. So let me just make an expression and equation. Let's see that. Okay. Understanding the sentence is very much important. Acha, for example, the some letters are missing. It's Ranjit age is X years. Yep. Okay, guys. Ranjit age is X years. Okay, let me write this. Ranjit is X years old. Susie age is 3 times Ranjit. Okay, so Susie would be equals to 3 times of Ranjit, 3x. John age is 4 more than Susie age. Okay, so John age is 4 more than Susie. So Susie is 3x. So let's add 4 with that. The total of their ages is 46 years. So we got the idea that Ranjit plus Susie plus John, it is equals to 46. So we wrote the equation. Now let's find out x. It's x, 3x, 3x, 7x plus 4 is equals to 46. 7x is equals to 46 minus 4. 7x is equals to 42. So x is equals to 42 by 7. So x is equals to 6. 6 sevens are 42. So x is equals to 6. So that is what Ranjit age is. Understood, everybody, or not? Yes or no? Now we got the idea here. Now we just got the idea here. Now we just got the idea here. Yes, thank you so much for all the thumbs ups. Okay, guys, you can see one thing. We can easily evaluate the question that whether we have solved this question in a right way or not. So as we have solved this, so Ranjit age is 6. So Susie age is 3 times of Ranjit. So 3 times of 6 is 18. And John is 4 years elder than Susie, so that would be 22. If you add 6, 18, and 22, see 46 is coming. So yes, our question is right. Is this clear? Proceeding. All right, it says factorize me. So the first method of the factorization is to take common out. Now just say 1 plus x minus y minus xy. So I have 4 terms available. So let me break this into two terms. So it's a 2 term and it's a 2 term. So what is common between the first two? It's nothing. Agree? So I can take nothing common. So I can take one common. Let me take one common. So if nothing is common, so let me try with one. So okay, one is common. So 1 plus x again will come. And then minus and y is common. So 1 plus x again will come. So now you can see one thing with taking something common. Out of 4, I got 2 terms now. And both the terms, they have the bracket common now. X plus 1 and 1 plus x is the same thing. So I can write 1 plus x common and 1 minus y left over. So that is what my final answer is. 1 plus x bracket 1 minus y. Now the second part B is factorize. So do we have something common? Yes, we have 2 common. Yes. So let me take 2 common first and then I will see that do I have anything else common? Yes, I have x common as well. So let me take x common. So 2x is common. So it is x squared minus 9y squared. You will be thinking that your question just ended, but not. Why? Because x square minus 9y square is your third identity. And you know that third identity is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. So you got the idea that x square is your a and 9y square is your b. So let's check. So 2x into x square minus 9y can be written as 3y whole square. So in place of this bracket, I can write x plus 3y and x minus 3y. This is technically the complete factorization, and this question came in winter 2022 for 3 marks. So it has a lot of marks, so be careful in that. Now then they say that the again keyword is expand and simplify. So just expand the brackets first. You can see that 3 is in business for 2d negative 3. The most common error in examination is that students they multiply 3 with 2d. Yes, but they forget to multiply 3 with negative 3. So whenever there is a negative sign, so be careful, okay? Extraordinary careful, okay? So because negative can spoil your grade. So 3 twos are 6d minus 9 plus 4d plus 4. 6d plus 4d, it's a like term, so arrange it. Do not skip this step. Sometimes students in a hurry just write 6d plus 4d equals 2d. No, sometimes you have to arrange the question and see. You take this extra step, you will be having a lot of time if you know maths in exam. 6d plus 4d is 10d. Sometimes students they write 10d square. That's a silly mistake. Minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5. So should I take common in the end? It's expanded brackets and simplify. Should I take common in the end or not? Definitely not. Why? It says expand the bracket. I expanded the brackets in this step. And simplify. I simplified the answer. Not don't take common in the end. Okay? Leave your answer as it. Do not complicate your questions, please. Okay? Because sometimes you complicate question your own self. And that can cost you your grade. Understood everybody or not? Yes? Let's see, it's expansion of two brackets. Again, there is a very common mistake in every year examination. There are two terms in the first bracket and the second term is also having two terms. Please do take this first step. Please listen to me very carefully. I am going to multiply this x with the second bracket and a second bracket, and I'm going to multiply negative 4 with the second bracket. This is very much important that you multiply every term of the first bracket with the complete second bracket. So that is x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 12. So the answer is x square minus 12x plus 12. That is what my expanded answer is. And this question in examination is a must question. You will see expansion of two brackets and expansion of three brackets in your examination for sure. Every year we see expansion in the paper. And I hope you got the idea that how you can easily ace it. Agree? Proceeding, it says that factorize me 8p minus 3pq. So we have something common. Yes, we have p common. So let me write p common. So it would be 8 minus 3q done. Dusted, question finished. Let's proceed with the next part because 8 minus 3q, they both are different values. I cannot do anything with that. And if I multiply p again, I will get a question back. And that is what not the intention of the question is. Proceeding. It says expand me. Okay, I'm doing it. So it's x squared plus 8x done, dusted, question completed. Factorize me. Okay, let's take common. So 3 is common, a is common. So it would be 2 minus b, question done, dusted, finished. Solve 5x minus 6 is equals to x plus 3. So make x the subject, isolate x. So it would be 5x minus x is equals to 3 plus 6. So that is 4x is equals to 9. X is equals to 9 over 4. Question completed. No problem. The question I have in mind is that, sir, if we do not have the calculator, can we leave our answer as a fraction? So yes, the answer is yes. Okay. So yes, you can leave your answer as it is. See, it says that solve the simultaneous equations, and this question can come in your paper, and you will see such questions in your paper. Just remember one thing, if you do not know simultaneous equation, just look at the equations very carefully. What I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate one of the variable. I don't want to see that which variable I'm going to eliminate, whether P or whether Q. I want to eliminate only one variable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just close both of them with the brackets. Okay, I'm happy with that. No problem. Okay, I can see 2 and 3 over here. No problem. I am going to multiply this with 3 and this with 2. Any problem? Multiply the upper equation with the lower coefficient and multiply the lower equation with the upper coefficient and change one of the signs. So just change one of the sign. Either 3 or minus 2, that is your choice completely. What are you going to do is you must show all your working. So please do not skip any step. It's written in the exam. So 3 2s are 6p. Okay, negative 3q is equals to 7. Okay, that would be negative 6p plus 4q. Yep. No, sorry, minus 4q minus 4q. My bad. Minus 4q and is equals to minus 2 times 7 is negative 14. Okay, guys, listen to me. When I just make a line here and I just add them, so I can cancel 6p and minus 6p. One of the variable is eliminated. And minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7q. Do not write minus 7q square. That's silly mistake. It's a multiplication where you add the powers. Plus minus is minus, sign of the greater value is 7 minus 14 is negative 7. Guys, I can easily cancel minus 7 and minus 7. I can easily cancel minus minus only. Forget about the 7 now. So I can cancel 7q is equals to 7. So q is equals to 7 over 7. So q is equals to 1. Okay, so this question will give you 1 mark till this point. You need to find out another value and which is p, which you eliminated. So just grab any equation of your choice. You can take this equation, this equation, this equation, this equation. That is your choice. Select any equation of your choice. I think you'll show that the first equation, that 2p minus q thingy equal to 7. This is easier for me. So the value of q is 1. So just let's plug in 1 in this particular equation. So 2p minus 1 equals 7. Let's isolate p now. So 2p is equals to 7 plus 1. So 2p is equals to 8. So let's divide 8 by 2. So the value of p is 4. Okay, I'm confused whether my answer is right or wrong. I want to check my question. So what I can do is select any equation of your choice. Let's say I selected 2p minus q, again equal to 7. Let me plug in the value of p and q. If I get 7, so my question is damn right. Let's check. So 2p is 4. Okay, minus 1. So two fours are 8 and 8 minus 1 is 7. So question checked. No examiner can deduct any mistake here. So just plug in the value. Write your answer above the dotted line, not below, not over. So just write P is equals to 4. Okay. And Q is equals to 1. Okay. So that's fine. So 3 marker question, done, dusted. Okay, solve the equation. I am going to solve the equation. But with before that, I should know that what can I do in this particular part. So yes, if you can unmute yourself.
Sir, in the previous question, what was the second method that we can solve by solving it? The
Better,
question.
the second method for solving the simultaneous equation is substitution method. So in which what you do, let me just explain this in just a second. You make one of the variable a subject and you put that value in another equation to get another variable. Get it? That is substituting values. And you can easily use x equals x or y is equals to y technique as well. I hope I'm clear. Okay, solve the equation. So let me solve the equation. So what is this? Left side is a fraction. So remember one thing, to add or subtract a fraction, use butterfly method. What butterfly method is? That is my butterfly method. So please pay attention. Butterfly method. It says that when a divided by b plus c divided by d, when there is an addition or subtraction of the fractions, just do one thing. Drag a line, okay? Multiply the denominators, bd, and write the sign whatever is above written, and then cross multiplication. AD plus CV. Let me tell you the practical examination. Now see that? I'm going to solve this equation right in front of you, and I will be just doing the butterfly method. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, because it's addition of fraction, this 1 is waiting here for a while. Agree? I cannot do anything with the 1 because the left side is having two fractions. So let me multiply the denominators. 4 times 3 plus x times 3 plus 4 times 2x. See, I had two fractions and now I have only one. So x3 is 3x and 8x divided by 12 equals 1. Guys, this 12 will go there and will be multiplied with 1. So 3x plus 8x is 11x is equals to 12. Let me make x the boss because it says that x equals. So it means that we have to find out the value of x. So x is equals to 12 over 11. So the value of x is 12 over 11. Understood everybody or not? Yes? Get it. Okay. It says that solve the inequality. Okay, let me solve the inequality. Okay, it's inequality, and remember one thing, inequality is something having a doubt. For example, if I say that the time is equals to 7:41 p.m., this is clear information. But if I say that the time is more than 7:41 p.m., so this information is not clear. It can be 7:42, it can be 8 p.m., it can be 9. This is what inequality is in maths. In inequality, you will see these symbols: greater, less, greater than or equals to, or less than equals to. Just remember one thing. Just remember one thing, that these are inequalities and they will have what? They will have doubts. They will have doubts. Now, x is something here over here written. You can see that negative 8, 3x minus 2 less than or equals to 7. Treat inequality as equals to. Let's isolate x. So first of all, I want to eliminate negative 2. So I will add 2 here. I will add 2 here. And I will add 2 here. Why I added 2 everywhere? Just to eliminate this 2. So minus 8 plus 2 is negative 6. That's 3x less than or equals to 9. Now x is attached with 3. I can divide this by 3 now. So that's division by 3, division by 3, division by 3. That is negative 2 x, and this is 3 now. So guys, this is my final answer. What this is suggesting me. That's the intention of the question. Because you always complain like this, that sir, we always find things and we don't know why we are doing this and why we are doing that and blah, 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 blah. So we need to get the idea that why we are doing this. We are doing this. We know that on a number line, negative 2 will come before 3. So I know that negative 2 will come before 3. And you can see one thing, that the question is saying itself that x is less than or equals to 3. It means that it can be 3. So I will make one circle on 3 and one circle on negative 2. And let me fill this circle with the color, because the question itself is saying that x can be 3, but it is very much clear from the question that x cannot be negative 2. X is greater than negative 2. That is the reason I'm not coloring the negative 2 circle. Let me connect them, and that's how we represent this on a number line as well. Find the integer values of x that can satisfy. So x greater than negative 2 is negative 1, x can be 0, x can be 1, x can be 2, and x can be 3. X cannot be 4, because it is written in the question that x is less than or equals to 3. Is this clear, everyone, or not? We will be studying these topics in details in our session, inshallah. But that was a quick kind of a class going on, because few students, they wanted to see my teaching style. So that is the reason I took this class today, that how I teach during the lesson, this way, that way. The procedure of my classes is technically one thing, that I take classes 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday now for mid-June session, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a homework day. I do not skip topics. If you want to skip topics, you can go to any other teacher for classes. I do not skip topics. I go according to syllabus pattern. Like for example, the topic number 1 is numbers, and the first topic would be numbers, types of numbers. The second would be sets automatically, because it is written in syllabus. I attach the syllabus in every class, and then I give my lecture on that particular topic. And after the lesson, I give the topical past paper practice. I do not rely on yearly past paper as a teacher, because I focus a lot on concepts. I don't care who is teaching, who is studying from me. I just care about what quality of teaching you are getting, nothing more than that. So I hope you like the lesson. So please try these questions at home and give me your feedback. And the recording of this class will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, with the same name written on my back, Master Abdul Basit. So you can search it on YouTube, and I will upload that video over there as well. So thank you so much, everybody. And it was a nice class. And thank you so much, everyone. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.